Hey everyone, this is Andrew from BrickMeisterZ, and I can't believe we got a new LEGO Simpsons set after 10 years. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the long-awaited LEGO Simpsons Krusty Burger set, which is the latest Springfield location. This is set number 10352. It has 1,635 pieces, and this came out in June 2025 for $210. Let's first take a look at the Simpsons minifigures, which all of them have molded heads. Here's Krusty the Clown in his farmer outfit, representing the Mother Nature burger commercial. And this is a different version compared to the normal version of Krusty, who appeared in the LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack, along with the first Simpsons minifigures series. The two heads are the same, the faces on the front, but they used a new hat to modify it. And then we have the rake as an accessory, as well as the overalls on the front and back for torso printing, along with the dark blue legs. Next is Homer, and two differences that I noticed is that the legs are now in dark azure compared to medium blue from previous Simpsons sets. On the back is the collar, which is all new torso printing. The other Homers back then didn't even have that back collar. And you notice on the front, there is the stain when he ate the rib witch. For Bart, this is the same version who appeared in the LEGO Dimensions pack, along with the Quickie Mart set. Plus, he used the same head with the normal staring eyes from the first Simpsons CMF series. You notice that on the back, there is no back torso printing for the slingshot, but he used the actual slingshot piece in his hand. As for Lisa, she has a saxophone as seen from the first Simpsons CMF series, and she does have the fabric skirt connected between the legs and torso. But in previous versions of Lisa, her skirt has a 3-hole design, which was so hard to line up. But they introduced a 4-hole design, which works a lot better. There's 3 new LEGO Simpsons characters exclusive to this set. Here's Squeaky Voice Teen with the white hat molded to the hair. And what's funny is that I do like the buck teeth at the front. Plus, there are the pimples as prints on the cheeks. And even the belt is a printed torso on the bottom, which you can see from the front and the back, which is actually very close to the legs. Lou is included in this set, who is one of the Springfield police officers when he teams up with Chief Wiggum. He has a coffee cup in his hand, and I like the printed mustache on the front of his face. And the last minifigure is Sideshow Bob, who has a pie in his hand, and you gotta love the dark red curly hair attached to the head on top. Moving on to the builds, we have the restaurant itself, the Krusty Burger sign, and the clown car. Let's take a look at the build of the Krusty Burger restaurant first. The best way to open it up wouldn't be on this side that shows the front door. Instead, you have to turn it around to this side that shows the drive-thru menu. And this works just like the Quickie Mart when you open the walls in half after taking off the roof. Inside the restaurant, you can see the dining room in the middle, the kitchen on the left, and the drive-thru window on the right. In the dining room, there's this build for the seating booth that uses a lot of red ignite pieces for the cushions, and you can see how this looks from the back by using modified bricks. There's this build for the ball pit called Krusty's Kid Zone, that looks like something that you find at McDonald's Play Place locations. And you can see inside that there are a lot of colorful Technic balls. And in front, there is an identical build of the table surrounded by 2 red chairs. This uses a stud in white with an angled bar connected to a Technic 1x5 plate. And they use the same table with a medium lavender jumper round plate on top to make it look like this part for the restaurant booth. Near the front door are both the ketchup and mayo bottles sitting on top of the dirty trash can. And over there in the corner is an ad for the Mother Nature Burger, which uses a sticker on this panel part. And keep that in mind is that Mother Nature burgers like these are made from 100% fed barley. To the left is the kitchen, right behind the ordering counter, and up above is the menu sign that can be moved back and forth using clip parts. The menu sign has 3 different stickers where you put on those panel pieces. In the center, we have Krusty the Clown's face surrounded by the text that says, "Welcome to Krusty Burger." On both the left and right are lists of food and beverages that the customers will eat and drink at the restaurant, including Krusty Burgers, of course, along with the kids' meal, Krusty Dogs, which use the same name from a SpongeBob Season 7 episode, Krusty Fries, Buzz Cola, and many more. On the counter, there are 2 cash registers that show the number of dollars and cents. But did you know that these numbers look familiar? These are actually Simpsons references. $6.15 is a reference to Season 6, Episode 15, Homie the Clown. And $847.63 is a reference when Maggie is scanned in the grocery store during the Simpsons 1989 intro, but the price of Maggie was changed in later versions. In the kitchen, there's an ice cream machine with cones on the side, but that's unfortunately out of order. To the left is a refrigerator, and on top we have this box that says Krusty Burger Coleslaw, Best Buy February 1994, and that's a reference to one Simpsons episode, Lisa Dates Dynasty. And inside the box, there is a round 1x1 tile in green for the lettuce, and that's one of the ingredients that can be used for the burgers. And in the corner, there is a mop as well as a bucket that uses a transparent round 1x1 tile as a stud for water. There is a handle on the side and the wheels on the bottom, and that's helpful for Squeaky Voice Teen when he cleans the restaurant's floor. There's a fry basket to cook French fries, which used a gold Wolverine claw piece, and that window part is attached to this 1x2 plate with a bar, so you can hold that very easily. And right above the grill is a fork on the wall for a spatula, but I would prefer a better piece for the spatula, which is found in the Simpsons house set. And of course, here are the Krusty Burgers, or Mother Nature Burgers, sitting on the tray using a 2x4 jumper plate. The design of the burgers used a bottom bun with that regular round plate, as well as colorful studs in the middle for the ingredients, and an inverted round plate on top for another bun. The same trays also carry a drink, the ribwich, and a container of French fries. The French fries use the same Wolverine claw piece in gold that I showed you in the fry basket, and that just sits inside the red bucket. The ribwich is just like the ones that you have at McDonald's, but that one is called a McRib. This uses the buns stacked on top and the bottom using 2 different round 1x2 plates. The bottom one is the plate itself, and there's the tile stacked on top. And they use the red roller skate pieces in the middle, representing the sauce. And for the drinks, this uses a round 1x1 brick, and on top there is this transparent posing piece, as well as a transparent stud with a bar. If you want to see how this connects to a minifigure's hand, yeah, this doesn't work because you can see the cup is floating away a little bit. I would prefer a better version of the cup with a straw, like what we saw with the squishy cup from the Quickie Mart set. To the left of the fry basket and grill is a soda machine with the different Buzz Colas, a microwave, and the drive-through window. And up above is a sticker on a slope curved brick with the next order of 700 Krusty Burgers, a reference to one Simpsons episode, Boy Scouts in the hood. To the left of the ordering counter is a restroom right next to a picture of the Ribwitch mascot advertising the Ribwitch. The bathroom door can open that leads you inside the restroom. But an easier way to see it is to pop off the wall that has the Krusty noticed board. That's a sticker on a panel part, and you can see notes and papers attached to it, including the weekly schedule, change fryer oil, slide whistle lessons, and unpaid overtime signups now mandatory, just like what a bulletin board has. Inside the restroom, you can see that there is a toilet paper roller all out of toilet paper using a Technic pen. There's the toilet that's overflowing, which uses a splat part in transparent light blue. Above the sink is a cracked mirror with the stickered panel, and there's a tag saying employees must wash hands. And there is an air conditioner attached to the wall. Moving on to the restaurant's awning, this is made out of these regular plates and angle plates in orange, along with these 1x4 tiles stacked on top. Each part of the orange awning includes these dark gray 2x2 plates with a bar on the bottom, and these connect to these clips which are heading above the restaurant but underneath the roof. The corner stripes of the awning both used a 1x4 tile and a 1x1 tile in orange, and you can see that they used an inverted 1x3 plate in light gray underneath, as well as a gun which connects to a clip. And this is designed by using a hole on the inverted plate that covers up by using the gun, and then carefully placing the orange stripe on top, just like that. And this is how you close up the Krusty Burger walls using clips found on both sides. And this is the same technique that was used for the Quickie Mart, but that used Technic pins instead of clips. And after, when you are done taking a look inside, the roof can be placed on top. And even though the Quickie Mart's own roof is more secured, the Krusty Burger's roof, on the other hand, is a little loose by just sliding it back and forth. But it's not a big deal. The roof does have a fan with a propeller that can be spun around, as well as a trapdoor so that you can put the minifigures while they sneak inside the restaurant. Besides the roof and the awning, there are a couple more details all around the outside of the building. On the back of the Krusty Burger, you can see there's the vent attached to the wall, as well as different stickers on those panel parts, including the wanted poster of the Krusty Burger, along with the holes in the wall to reveal the brick wall, the El Barto writing, and the notes that said, "Vote for Sideshow Bob for mayor," along with the photo of the rake. Turning the model around, there are these bushes underneath the window, and I like how they used orange rails around them to make it look like it's a sideways building technique. There's a trash can over here that shows the Krusty the Clown face, but there's nothing inside. And right over here is the in sign, which is the drive-thru's entrance. The drive-thru entrance sign is next to the front door because that's not accurate in the show. Maybe this should be attached to a separate build for the sidewalk, which is far away from the building. There's a sticker on the front door that says over 12 served, open 24 hours. And right over here is the drive-thru window where you pick up the food and drinks. The windows do open up just like this. Come on. There we go. It's working. But I do wish these should include a glass window instead of the normal window shutter pieces. You can see more of the orange rails surrounded by the window. Like I said, another sideways building technique. Also, you can see that one of the pillars of the Krusty Burger sidewalk is already smashed using an angle part. And right over on the drive-thru side, you can see that there is a door that says Meat Like by Product Delivery Entrance. And this door opens up to reveal the kitchen. There's a shovel attached to the wall, and that is how the grease from the french fries go into the tube and into the dumpster, except the dumpster is actually leaking by grease, which is not good. And here's the drive-thru menu that showed the Krusty head on top and the hands off to the sides when he's holding onto it. And that's the same design used for the ball pit that I showed you from earlier. The drive-thru menu includes 2 of these 2x3 stickered tiles, and this is the same list of food and drinks which are found from the other menu above the counter inside the restaurant. And in the middle, there is a speaker when customers can place their order from their vehicle without going inside the restaurant. Moving on to the Krusty Burger sign, this is attached to the pole, and it's so funny that you can wiggle it back and forth. I already noticed that after when I'm done putting the build together. Below the sign is a sidewalk which is attached to the ground, and there is a sign that says out. So we have both the entrance and exit signs for the restaurant's drive-thru. The wordmark logo for the Krusty Burger uses stickers across both 2x6 tiles, and on the sides you can see Krusty's hands, just like how he holds on to the drive-thru menu and the ball pit. I love the design of the hair in dark turquoise that uses 2x2 studs with the rounded corners on the edge, as well as the red clown nose on the front using a Technic ball. You can see the googly eyes and the mouth using stickers, but the instructions tell you to line them up near the edge, which are so annoying to put on. The eyes used round 2x2 tiles, and the mouth used a round 2x4 tile and a round half tile. And unlike any other restaurant that has the logo on the front and back of their signs, the Krusty Burger sign does not have an identical logo from the back. The third and final build of this set is the Krusty the Clown car, which did appear in the Homing the Clown episode. This is in the same scale as the previous LEGO Simpsons cars, and I have to be honest, is that the clown car is actually a modification to the existing Homer's pink car from the Simpsons house, right? The clown car has a trunk over on the back that can open up, and you can put things inside like the grease. On the front, we have the Krusty the Clown face with the bow tie, as well as the speed holes attached to the front of the hood. And on both sides, we have the stickers on the car door that show clown decorations. And this is similar to the Krusty Burger sign that uses stickers to line up near the tile's edge. The doors can open up with tiles instead of using the actual door parts. And you can see that there are jumper pieces inside so that you can put 1 or 2 minifigures while driving the car. For other differences, the newer version of the Simpsons vehicles has 8 jumper plates, but the old version has 4 jumper plates with a tile in the back. And also inside the vehicle, I'm not a fan of the gaps in between the seats and the car doors for the new Simpsons vehicles. But I think the older Simpsons vehicles does a better job covering up those gaps. So that's it for the builds, and now let's talk about my final thoughts. Ever since we got the LEGO Simpsons House and Quickie Mart sets back in 2014 and 2015, we all wanted to see the Krusty Burger as an addition to the Springfield locations. But a decade later, LEGO finally released it! And this is a dream come true to see them bring back the Simpsons theme. The Krusty Burger gives me vibes of existing fast food restaurants, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King. So this makes me think that LEGO builders should modify the Krusty Burger into other restaurants. I wish the eyes and mouth on the Krusty Burger sign and the sides of the clown car used prints instead of stickers that touched the edge of those tiles. The Krusty Burger's roof should have been more secured and not as loose as the Quickie Mart's roof. And even though the latest Simpsons set is a downgrade compared to the previous one, It is disappointing that the box art used a black background for 18 plus sets instead of having the colored box arts that we're used to. One of the minifigures included like Krusty's Mother Nature Burger version should have been replaced by his normal version from the CMF series and the Dimensions packs. So if any of you still have the normal version, why not put normal Krusty in the restaurant while Farmer Krusty works in the field? It's not the perfect LEGO Simpsons set, but I have to admit that this is a cool build to put together. So let me know what you think in the comments about the LEGO Simpsons Krusty Burger set. Please subscribe to BrickMeisterZ, and don't forget to turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on my future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.